Hi guys, Colesy, and today I'm going to be reacting to the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom gameplay demonstration. This happened a couple of days ago. Now, I've been very busy all week babysitting for my sister and looking after my niece and my nephew. I haven't actually had a chance to watch this. I am a big Zelda fan. Zelda is a nostalgic game for me. I played the N64 games when I was a kid, so I do love Zelda games. I've seen the trailers up to this point, but this is new stuff and I don't know what to expect.
Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far.
Yes, I've seen those.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like. Here we are in the land of Hyrule.
Okay.
Like the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore.
It's looking kind of...
It's
wow.
not just the same world as is.
It was going to look similar, wasn't it? Weather, temperature, noise...
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some land masses floating up there.
Oh yeah,
there's
some
Sky
floaties.
Islands.
Skylands. I like it. I'm going to call them Skylands, apparently, because I've decided.
How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
Teleporty thing, maybe?
If we
Seen a bit of that in a trailer.
Oh, something's falling from the sky.
Yeah,
see
no,
it?
that...
I
Yeah,
wonder what that is. Let's head over to it.
a big-ass rock. Stamina's same
Here it is.
as
Okay,
the previous
let's
game.
use one of Link's new abilities.
Oh,
If you
okay,
do
left
this on the
trigger.
rock that just fell,
Left trigger looks weird. Oh, so
look,
it's
it started rising.
a... Okay,
This
time
power
control.
is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement.
Okay.
Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands.
Well,
Let's use the
we're at them.
paraglider to reach one of them.
Okay.
There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too.
Do you always have to wait for a rock to fall then? How often does that happen? I don't know. There's so many questions. There's going to be so many questions.
There are lots of ways to reach the
Hey,
Sky
Dragon.
Islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods.
Okay, there's more than one way. That's good.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island.
Yeah.
Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures.
The left trigger in the top left corner is... I don't know what that is.
branch on
It's
the ground.
strange.
When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might
Something
come
like
in
a
handy
sword.
later.
It's a sword. Well,
Let's
it
continue.
is a sword. What does it mean, though? It's one of the new
Oh,
abilities.
something's there.
Oh,
This is a
hello.
brand new enemy called a construct.
A
We'll fight
construct.
it using the branch we just picked up.
I was going to say, branch.
The branch broke.
Surprising
Not
that.
good,
Branch
not good.
known to be such a
Quick,
great
Get
weapon.
another branch and we defeated it.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
Zonite charge. Okay.
We've now explored more of this.
I'm going to pause that there. Zonite, I have seen some Zelda YouTuber videos where they discuss things and talk about, well, you know, possible ideas they've had and secrets that they found and all this stuff. And like Zonite, as far as I remember, is some sort of old tribe-ish thing. And again, I've seen a few videos about it in the past, but I guess that has confirmed some sort of inclusion at least. Could be used for crafting. It doesn't necessarily... it doesn't tell us that much. It just, there is a thing and Zonai are mentioned is basically it. And that is like one of the only things I've saved from this. I saw a screenshot and it said Zonai and I was like, oh, I've spoiled that a little bit for myself from the gameplay, but there we go. Right, carry on.
Sky Island. Fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also,
Yeah.
this branch is almost broken.
can
So
see.
here's another one of Link's new abilities.
Oh,
If
cool.
we use this branch and the rock over here and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This
That's
is called
cool.
fuse. You can
That's
stick
so
objects together to
cool.
create new weapons with various effects.
Oh, I
Let's
like
take on
that.
another construct with this fused weapon.
Okay. Okay,
We're
I
dealing
like
with two of
that.
them at once.
That's cool.
Oh,
You
we
seem
beat
to be
one.
able to combine it with your
weapon's
shield
attack
there
is
as well.
definitely improved.
If I'm not wrong. Or were you combining the shield with the rock? Could have been that.
The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability.
Ah.
You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
That's so cool.
You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork,
Some sort of spear, I imagine.
We can create a weapon with
my-
a much longer attack range.
Jesus, that's huge.
With
Oh,
this, we don't have to get
Jesus.
too close to enemies.
That's
and we can
ridiculously
safely attack
large.
from a distance.
That's silly big, I would say.
You can
Silly
also
big.
fuse arrows with materials in your inventory.
Oh, like,
For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
okay. Okay, what does that do?
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
I like that.
Very
I really
useful.
like that. As opposed to having separate
let's see.
arrows, I guess. You just have arrows that you can make
There's a
into
bird
other
flying
arrows.
around.
Hi,
If
bird.
you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters.
Oh, does it give you
Fuse it
like
to an arrow
sniper
and-
zoom? Oh,
It
it's
homed
like
in on the target.
that's cool.
Let's try this on another bird.
Oh, I like it. I like
I'll
it.
just fire in that general direction. It's very simple.
I wonder what it would do if there were
Depending
multiple
on what you
enemies.
stick together,
I
the
bet it
fuse
just
ability
chooses
could
the
also be
closest.
beneficial for hunting. I fused
Okay.
a mushroom to my shield.
As you
Now,
would.
you're probably
yep.
wondering if this has any use.
I
Well,
assume yes.
This mushroom is actually a puff shroom.
Okay.
Let's fight an enemy with this.
Does it like poison them when they attack or something? If they touch the
I
shield.
blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now.
That's
The enemy's lost
clever.
sight of Link, so attack.
Oh, nice.
Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar
I
methods.
do struggle with combat because I suck
In the
at games.
previous game, you usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon.
That's
There are
so
even more
cool.
gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll
This
wanna
is a big
cross
Sky
this
Island.
one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that.
Oh, what is that weird
We
L
need a boat.
move? A creepy hand.
Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here.
Oh, we're going to start crafting.
So,
We're going to get
we'll
crafting.
lift up this
Oh,
log and attach
yeah.
it to a second log.
Oh, this is
Let's do one
cool.
more.
Oh my god, we're making a thing.
It's
I
a
love it.
makeshift raft.
I like crafting.
This is
This is
another new
cool.
ability called Ultra Hand.
Ultra
Even though the logs
hand.
are currently attached, they can be detached.
Oh, I saw
Let's
that. It's
modify
on
the shape of
stick.
the raft.
Oh my, this is. Oh, I
You
wonder
can
what the
always
limit
attach
is to
things
this.
Or detach them like this.
What's the limit? I feel like if there's no limit,
if we
people are
put
just going to
this
make
on the
crazy
water,
large things.
It's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We'll need something to propel it forward.
Yeah.
There's something here. Let's
a-
try hitting it.
Oh, the shit?
Oh,
Like it's not.
wind.
It's not a wheel.
It's blowing wind.
It's a fan.
Looks like
with
we
a
found a fan.
battery.
Why don't we try attaching it?
How do you? Oh, I was gonna say, how do you charge it? Apparently, it just charges. That's quite clever. Oh my god.
We'll attach
Matt-
another one.
Yeah.
This should
Otherwise
make the
you'll-
boat well balanced.
You'll just do circles if you just have one, silly. This is so cool.
All right, let's try moving the boat.
Turn them on, boys.
Hey,
Oh.
it's moving.
If you turn one off,
It's
does it
sailing
slightly
pretty fast with
turn?
the wind from the fans.
But it does.
Since we added
This
two
is
fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time.
What's that?
Right, we reached
What
the
is
other
that?
side.
What was that thing?
In the most
Okay.
recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine.
This
Those
is cool.
vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. You can do a lot with them. So, try
Oh,
crafting different things
cool.
and explore this world at your leisure. Look,
Oh.
I passed right through the ceiling.
That's just an ability
This
to
new
go through
ability is
ceilings.
called Ascend. If you're
Okay.
in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you.
That's interesting.
There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. This place has a cave with a hill right above it.
You can go that high?
If you use the ability here,
I was going to say, I don't think it'd work like that, but apparently it does.
come
Whoa.
on, keep going.
Just
Okay,
swimming.
We
That's
emerged
cool.
at the top of the hill.
That's really cool.
In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in
Yes.
this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one,
It's
you can now get to the top
I was
without having to climb all
so
the
bad
way
at
up.
that.
Here's another
I'm so
example.
bad at that.
Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right?
The
Exactly.
puzzles that are going to be
Oh, there's another
able to be
construct.
done with that is crazy.
It seems to be holding a strange
It's just a
weapon.
new level.
Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so
has
battles will
door
play out
on
a bit
stick.
differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind.
I wonder how many fuses you can do. Can you just do
Looks
one
like
thing
it's
to
got
another?
some sort of fan.
Or can I then fuse door on stick to other thing?
Ah, I got
Oh,
pushed off.
oh, rip. Oh, no, you're fine.
Oh,
You're
well,
just falling
let's
down.
just return to the surface.
Yeah, that sounds... Oh, what the Look at
You can
that. What's
quickly
that?
descend from the sky
Look at
to the
that
surface
giant
like this.
thing
It
written
feels
on
so
the
good.
ground.
In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land.
There's the castle.
You can also search for destinations that pique your interest.
Oh, there is so much stuff that
Once
people are
you've
going to look
chosen
at
your
in
destination,
high detail.
You can speed things up, like this.
Oh, you can just dive.
Let's
Nice.
dive into this river.
Can you just not... Oh, that's
And
fine.
we're back on the surface.
Okay. You didn't take any damage. That's
there are
fine. You
still
can
so
just
many
do
things
that.
I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Really? Is that all we get? I mean, there was a lot, but...
What did you think?
Let's do a little review, I guess, of what I just saw. I'm excited for it. I was excited for it anyway. Like, I'm gonna play it no matter what. I didn't have a Switch at the time that Breath of the Wild released, so I didn't get to play that when it came out. I had to, like, resort to watching people play through the whole game on YouTube because I didn't have access to the game. I didn't have a Wii U and I didn't have a Switch. This time, I have a Switch now. I still need to finish Breath of the Wild. I am a terrible person for not completing that game, and I still need to finish that. The progress that's been made, I like the developments. I like Breath of the Wild, right? I like the game. It's a good game. But there's a fair few things I don't like about it. I don't really like the weapon durability stuff. I'm not a fan of it. I can live with it. It's fine. It's what it is. I preferred older Zeldas where you just had like a sword and that was your sword, and then maybe you got a better sword that had more damage, but like you had them and they stayed there. The fact that you can do the fuse thing might sort of half fix that for me because it fixes the durability, and I like the idea that anything can be made into a weapon. Like in Breath of the Wild, I pretty much wouldn't pick up a tree branch because it's a tree branch and it will break in 2 seconds. But if I can pick it up and then find a rock and be like, boom, now I have rock stick hammer thing, that's kind of cool because that's going to be a lot better weapon and more durability, and like I can make it anywhere because it's made of a stick and a rock. The fusing stuff, just like being able to like physically craft a thing is cool. The example they used and the examples we've seen from like the flying thing and the car thing, like there's going to be more than that can be made. And I'm just curious about like, how far can we take this? How big can we go? How many things can I fuse? The fans were a new thing. Obviously the wheels for the car, I guess, are a new thing. There's a lot of new stuff in the game. Who knows what could be made? Being able to travel through surfaces, through the ceiling of somewhere, cool, useful for exploration, and just in general for progressing around the world. One thing, again, that I sort of didn't like about Breath of the Wild was just like the stamina thing, and it was like there was times where I did not have enough stamina to climb this thing, whatever it was, whether it was a mountain or a pillar or whatever it was. Like, I couldn't do it. Having the ability to now just, like, zip through a ceiling seems useful and cool. I really like the arrows. I really like the arrows because, like, again, I don't know, it's different. Like, in a lot of Zelda games, you have, like, fire arrows, ice arrows, all that stuff. And you did in Breath of the Wild as well. You had, like, bomb arrows and stuff. I'm going to assume that that's going to replace those because he used an icy thing on an arrow and it made like basically an icy arrow. And I like that because that means actually collecting all these materials has more use than it did previously. Like you're actually using them to craft. It's the same way like the cooking worked. The cooking was good because it enabled you to craft things into a useful item, whereas a lot of the goop, the stuff you pick up from enemies, the horns and stuff like that had uses, but now it has more uses because it actually physically can be used as a weapon, as a hunting tool, all that stuff. That was super cool. Sky Islands, again, I like it. It's fine. Like the land, the actual map, the land in Breath of the Wild is a nice place. There's lots to explore. It's big. It's a good thing. Like, revisiting it slightly not concerning, but I was like, oh, is it just going to kind of be the same? But it did seem like a lot has changed, and obviously you've got the Skylands, which some of them appear to be fairly gigantic, so that's pretty cool. In terms of new enemies, they looked fine, they look cool. I mean, they're going to tie into the story, basically, aren't they? So, I mean, the types of enemies don't matter to me so much. They look cool and they work as enemies, so story-wise, they're going to tie in and make sense. I'm excited for it. I really am excited for it. And I'm going to play this when it comes out. Like, I'm going to play this because I need to finish Breath of the Wild because I still haven't finished it because it's a long game. I know it's a long game, and I assume this game, Tears of the Kingdom, is also going to be a long game. But because I've seen it all and I basically know how everything goes, there's less, like, motivation for me to play it. When I do play it, I play it for a long time and I really get into it. But you can do that and not really achieve much. There's so much exploration to do, and like I just love running around and finding stuff. So I'm not beelining to the end of the game. I'm just playing at my own pace. But I really should do that before Tears of the Kingdom come out, because I am going to want to play Tears of the Kingdom on release day, preferably, and like stream it and stuff, because I'm excited for it. That was really cool. I'm glad I watched that. I'm glad I waited. There were genuinely some surprises in there that I was like, what? The fusing items, I'm like, what? I could make a stick into not a crappy stick? And I'm glad I didn't manage to accidentally spoil it for myself, other than like the Zonai thing, which again, it's cool. It's going to be story based, I guess, the same way that you had like all the mechanical parts from Breath of the Wild. I guess it's a similar kind of thing, I guess, but it looks cool. It looks fun. I'm going to play it. I'm going to enjoy it. If you wanted to watch me react to it, then thank you for watching me react to it. And I'm sorry that I'm later than everybody else, because everybody else that cares about this game would have done this, 30 minutes after this release, they would have had their video out. Like I said, I've just been super busy this week with like helping my family out and stuff and babysitting. So I haven't got around to doing it till now. And I've literally had to just like wait till my brother-in-law came home so that I could be like, right, watch the kids. I need to go into the office and record for half an hour, and then I will be out, and then I can go home. So I'll get this edited and out as soon as I can. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are equally as excited about the new Zelda. Maybe you're not. Maybe Zelda's not for you. But I hope you can enjoy my enjoyment from this. And hopefully you'll come by and watch me play it when the game releases, and join in the stream and stuff. But for now, we've got plenty of other stuff to play. Plenty of other games to fit in before Zelda. But exciting things are coming, and that's really cool. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Nintendo, for blessing us with more exciting things to get hyped for Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll catch you next time.